Two little mice fell in a bucket of cream.
Aaron Nola at pick 70, or do we take Spencer Schwellenbach at pick 95, who's rapidly rising up draft boards?
Ooh, that's a
great
toughie.
one.
Michael Govia, you go first. I got to think about this one.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. You beat me to the punch. Nola's a guy I don't draft. I've always had he's like Nolan Arenado to me. It's a guy I just never drafted. Even if he was productive and useful, I just avoided him because I felt like I could never get the ratios from Nola that I wanted from a guy when he was a hot prospect. God, 2016, Nola, so much hype. I remember being in my dynasty leagues and my keeper leagues. Aaron Nola, we got to get Aaron Nola, but he just never seemed to get there for me. So
Hans
then
so
you're
hot right now.
That's right. It's so hot right now. But then there's the Schwellenbach who comes up and does what he did last year. I remember I dropped him in one league last year because Schwellenbach didn't do what he did until after a couple starts. Remember, he kind of got going and really picked it up in the 2024 for Schwellenbach. But he's a guy I've had in Dynasty. I have a couple shares of Schwellenbach, so I liked him. He was a two-way guy coming up, by the way. He wanted to be an Ohtani guy. Clearly pitching is Schwellenbach's bread and butter. So you're asking me, I'm telling you, I don't know. I guess I'm suspect that Schwellenbach's going to kick it up a notch again in 2025. So I'm going to go with Nola. And I don't even know if I love it, but I'm going Nola.
Mr. Britton Allen.
That's tough. Everybody loves
Still
Schwelly. Everybody loves Schwelly. But I'm going to stick with the tried and true workhorse of the Philadelphia Phillies. Does it year after year. Not fancy, not going to blow your socks off. So, it's one of those situations like he's just steady. You're going to get Ks. You're going to get some wins. Hopefully
Whip will be a little higher than you want.
Yeah, I get that. But if you're looking at your team build and you're just going, I'm just doing steady Eddie guys. Nola's your guy. If you want some upside, then Schwellenbach. Like if you get Skubal or Skeens, then go Schwelly. But I wouldn't make Schwellenbach my first or second ace. So it's just kind of how your team works out. So
not this year. I love him in career, but not this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of helium on Spencer Schwellenbach, which is fine. But when it comes to pitching, I think you want the steady guy. But look at all that red though. It's so tempting just to say whatever. I'm taking Schwellenbach. Or what you do is you take Nola and then you take Grant Holmes 20 rounds later, because I hate to tell you guys, Grant Holmes today 3 innings pitched, flashed his 5-pitch mix, fastball, curveball, cutter, slider, changeup today, looking good. Maybe he's this year's Schwellenbach that you can get much later. So get Nola and then get Grant Holmes Schwellenbach version 3.0. No, 2025. That's how you do it.
I'm like Govier. I have never been an Aaron Nola guy, even though he's steady Eddie, man. He's almost a lock for 200 strikeouts. That's what you're getting. You're getting innings from him. It's worth noting too, and I'm going to bring this up to you guys. The opponent batting average has risen now for the 3rd straight year in a row, and a sizable jump even from 2022, where he had a 219 opponent batting average. That jumped to 247 last year. So ERA came down a little bit from 2023 to 2024, went from 4.46 to 3.57, which is great. You're going to get the Ks there. For me, I like taking the upside there. I'll take Spencer Schwellenbach again from the discount aspect. I love what he did. I do agree with Govier though on this Schwellenbach. I just don't know if we're going to see this helium rise that he's going to outproduce his ADP. I think he's inside the top 100 now. I think that's a little high for me.
It's crazy. It's crazy with the K. I love upside too. But all offseason, like nobody knew who Schwellenbach was last year. But now all the teams in that division have their scouts watching every pitch. And before the game, they're going to show the batter before Schwellenbach and say, this is where he pitches on 3-2 counts. This is what he did. They didn't have that before, but they're going to have it all now. So he's going to regress,
Yeah, it was a tough one. I liked putting that in there, and I agree with Droopy Dog here. This is why I don't own Nola, because he's frustrating as hell to own. Is he could have like 10 strikeouts but give up like 6 earned runs? It's maddening for me.
Hey,
It's Enrico Pallazzo!
Utah, give me 2.
Pallazzo!